Done? Okay. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to ITS 69304, Data Analytics and Machine Learning. If you are not taking this module, please leave the room immediately. I will only have 1 hour for your lecture and another 1 hour next week together with you for your practical, correct? Okay, so my name is Hafizan Azman and I'm going to teach this module for the rest of 14 weeks with you all. And hopefully you guys have a good journey with me. I've been teaching this module, I think, for quite few numbers of semesters. And, 2 semesters, including master students. So, it's quite interesting topic. It's a quite interesting module. So I believe during these 14 weeks with me for this data analytics and machine learning, I hope at the end of the day you will learn something from this module. Okay, so because we only have 1 hour, and I don't think that there should be enough for us, but whatever it is, whatever I can cover in my lecture, I will bring it into our practical. So we will continue the lesson in our practical as well, because everything that we learn in our lecture, it will be tested. Okay, you will have a practice in a practical session. Okay, and I believe in your My Times, this one, have you able to access your My Times? Anyone got problem with accessing the My Times? Why? Oh really? Yeah, it's quite slow today. But it's okay, luckily today is just introduction. Okay? But everything is already been uploaded into My Times. So if let's say you want all the materials on the all the materials related to this data analytics and machine learning, please refer to your My Times. Practical question, even if I'm not mistaken, the group assignment question already been uploaded. Okay, but of course your midterm test and your practical test will be uploaded later on, because I'm still waiting for the moderations from the moderator. Okay now?
Yeah, I can see something there.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I don't really like to use microphone because I like to move around. But it's okay since anyone here, I think everyone is already here, right? I'm not sure whether there is, I've not been informed that the class is going to be hybrid. So that's why I don't use the microphone. But it's okay since they asked me. We try. Okay, go back to your weekly plan. This one also I've already uploaded into your My Times. Okay, my name is Hafizan Azman. You can find my email address in the website. If you're not able to find my email address, you let me know. I already shared you my number, okay, in the WhatsApp group. So please communicate through me either WhatsApp or email. Okay, and then this is the weekly plan from week 1 until week 14. The name itself is plan. Yeah, so this is only a plan. Okay, but in terms of topics wise, yes, we will follow the topics as in the sequence here. Okay, as in for the written test, practical test, and group assignment, this one we will maybe have some changes depending on the occurrence of any events. Okay, so if let's say, for example, new lecturers coming in, whatsoever, so maybe the date will be changed lah. Okay, but this is what I planned. How your written test, practical test, and group assignment going to be. Okay, and usually for the group assignment, again, I always like to highlight the group assignment. I put the group assignment submission in week 13, but if everything is okay, I plan, because last 2 semesters we started the group assignment in week 4. Okay, because of I haven't managed to get the industry, it's an ad hoc project. But this semester we started earlier. Okay, so hopefully maybe I will change the group assignment submission in week 12, and in the week 13 we will have the presentation with the SMEs. Otherwise, the presentation will be in week 14, which is during your revision week. Hopefully, I don't really like to disturb students during these 2 weeks, the independent learning week and the revision week. But if worst come to worst, if let's say many of you having a problem to do your group assignment, then maybe we'll stick to submission in week 13 and the group assignment presentation in week 14. Is it okay? Any questions so far about weekly plan? So basically, this is data analytics and machine learning. Okay, what we're going to learn in this data analytics and machine learning, of course, about data analytics, and of course, about the machine learning. There are 2 parts, yeah? Okay, data analytics is one part, machine learning is another one part. Okay, I'm also teaching the module in UST Maralaya. They're having machine learning separately with data science or data analytics. Okay, but in your case, we do it together. So you apply data analytics with the machine learning itself. Anyone here know what is machine learning? Anyone here know what is machine learning? In my class, I always like to have 2-way communications. Last time I have in lecture theater 2. So everyone will stand up during that 1 hour. Who can answer the question, then only you can sit down. Do you want to do the same? Then answer me. Anyone know what is machine learning? Any idea what is machine learning? What's machine referring to? Hardware and software. So hardware and software. So the hardware and software, for example, like the laptop itself, you insert or you import your data into your laptop, and then the laptop will do the learning. Is it what you mean? Certain software with a software. Okay, good. Anyone else from this side? Miss? It's okay. You know what? In my class, there is nothing wrong and right. Okay, if let's say you don't give me the answer, then you'll be punished. Yeah, in machine learning also, I'm not sure whether I'm teaching the reinforcement learning algorithm in this topic. I don't think so. Yeah, we got week 13, reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning means that you have punishment and you have rewards. That's why I started reinforcement learning from day 1. Okay, so you don't answer me, you stand up until the end. You answer me, then only you sit down. Miss, if she cannot answer, then everyone stand up, huh? Are you already sitting, right? Yeah, okay. No pressure, it's okay. No pressure. What is machine learning? Very good. Okay. Very good. Very good. That's a very important key points in machine learning. AI. It's a subset of AI. AI stand for? Luckily, you know what AI stands for. Artificial intelligence. And this under AI umbrella, there are many subsets. You have machine learning. Okay, at the bottom of AI is machine learning. Then you have neural network, and you have the deep learning. Now we have another one. Who knows? There is another one subset under AI, machine learning. AI, machine learning, neural network, deep learning. There is another one more, just coming in last 2 years. Miss? Very good. Oh, now you guys are very good. Generative AI. Example of generative AI? ChatGPT. Unfortunately, we don't learn generative AI in this module because it's still new, so we don't have the module for it. But last 2 semesters, I invited a group of my students to University Malaya because we had a workshop on the generative AI. So if let's say we have that opportunity, maybe we can have a combined workshop with University Malaya, okay, on the generative AI. But unfortunately, for this semester, there is no topic on the generative AI. So very good answer. Your name? Priya. And you are? Russell. Russell. Okay, thank you very much. That is machine learning. Okay, it's a subset from artificial intelligence. You apply some software where you import, you enter your data set, and the data set will be learned from the software like Russell mentioned. But what is actually what we are going to learn in this module? The data set itself is going to go through a machine learning algorithm. Okay, so that's why you see in the weekly plan there are many numbers of types of machine learning algorithm like naive Bayesian network, regression, support vector machine. There are so many more. Okay, including reinforcement learning algorithm. They are algorithm. Okay, they are algorithm where your data set will be used to learn. Okay, how your data set can learn, you learn from your data set. That one we'll do in the week 2 onwards, when we start on the data pre-processing and basic statistics. Basic data analytics and machine learning. Okay, so that's machine learning. Data analytics? Miss? What's data analytics? Have you heard data analytics before? So what is data analytics? Cleaning of data. Because the word is there. Cleaning of data. Okay, this is very important also. In data analytics and machine learning, anywhere I go, everyone agreed, 80% or 70% of your data analytics process is always about data cleaning, or we call data pre-processing. That one will be learned in chapter 2, data pre-processing. Okay, but that data cleaning, data pre-processing is one part of the data analytics. There is a difference between data analytics and also data science. Anyone know? You guys always like to use data analytics, data science, anytime, anywhere. Just use it. But you don't know the difference between data analytics and data science. Anyone, before I go to data analytics and data science, anyone know what's the difference between information and data? Yes. Insight, keywords. Data science? That's data science. That's data science. Okay. There are some keywords. I have my notes as well, but then when we get into that later on. But I give you homework next week. Please go find the definitions of data analytics and data science. But I like the keywords inside. In my class, all the theories, definitions, just remember the keywords only. Okay, only then you can able to elaborate. Okay, but the keyword is inside. But the difference between data science and data analytics is very little. That's why some university they are using data science, some university they are using data analytics, because the difference is very, very little. Okay, that's why some of us, including myself as well, we use the word data analytics and data science anywhere, anytime. Okay, even the context is different, even the context is wrong, but sometimes we just use it. Okay, but as a homework, please come back next week. What's your name again? Sorry, Ryan. Okay, like Ryan mentioned, insight. Okay, so please use the keyword insight when you want to define the word data analytics and data science next week. Is it okay? That will be your homework. Okay, so that's data science and data analytics. The basic thing, the one that I mentioned earlier, the difference between data and information. Anyone know? What's the difference between information and data? Anyone? Yeah, you. It's a set of data. Okay, data is a fact. That's the keyword. Remember, data is a fact. Example, Priya already. Example of data? Age. Very good. Any other data example? You don't know? This module is for second years, right? Gender, name, color, that's all are actually data. Information like, what's your name is? Amy. Gamey. Like, Kiaming. Kiami. Sorry, give me some time. That's why sometimes only in week 14 I remember your name. Gaby. Okay, Gaby. Like Gaby said, data is a fact and information is a set of data. Okay, yes. When you process your data, you arrange ke, you schedule ke, you put in order ke, like what Gaby mentioned, it's a set. Okay, so that is already become an information. So your age, your gender, your name, when you combine them together, then it's already become an information. That's the difference between data and information. That is a basic thing you all have to know before you start my class. Clear? That's why when you do your group assignment with the SME, everything's are raw. Very, very raw. Especially the SMEs. They are very small in medium enterprises, you know, and their data sometimes is so raw until you do not know how to use it. Trust me, you will have a big headache when you saw the data from the SMEs. But that is the real environment, that's the real situation when you go out and becoming a data analyst. Okay, even one of the industry last 2 semesters is a big company. Okay, if anyone here know Alpha Cosmetics, the company is very big companies. They sponsored so many big events like AJL, concerts from international singers and everyone else. They are very big companies, but their data is very, very raw and very, very little. So this is our responsibility. This is what we are going to do in the group assignment to help the SMEs. Okay, and that is actually group assignment is one of the impact project. Okay, I myself is director for Impact Lab Digital Innovation and Smart Society. So that's why my module I like to relate it and embed with the impact project, with the purpose learning. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That one I will discuss next week. So next week I have the group assignment to discuss with you, and I will ask you again the definitions of data analytics and data science. What's the keyword for data analytics and data science just now? Insight, that's it. From there you elaborate, find more information on data analytics and data science. Yeah, so you know the definitions of data, you know the definitions of data and the definitions of information. You have the keywords on data analytics and data science. We will get into that next week. I will show you the slide, the Word document, the definitions of data analytics and data science. Then only then we can start with all of these topics related to data analytics and machine learning. Starting with the data preprocessing. Okay, there are 7 steps in data preprocessing, and every time before I start my practical, especially before I start my practical, I will ask these 7 steps in data preprocessing. Like I said, any data analytics, any people who are doing data analytics, 70 to 80% of the data analytics come from data preprocessing. You don't do data preprocessing properly, the output, your result might be affected. So don't blame later on when you got the data from your SMEs and suddenly your accuracy is just 50% and 40%. Because the data preprocessing part, you don't do it properly. You don't follow the 7 steps in the data preprocessing. 7 steps, remember the 7 steps. I will not go through the 7 steps today, okay, because I only have 1 hour, okay. But the data preprocessing with the 7 steps we will learn in the week 3 lah. So next week we start with the definition. So that's why next week I want the definitions of analytic, data analytic, and data science. And the week afterwards only we will continue with the 7 steps in the data preprocessing. Is it okay? Is it any questions so far? Clear? So you know the definitions of machine learning, you know a little bit about the data analytics where you have the data pre-processing, you have the insight that you want to get, okay, from the machine learning algorithm you use. Okay, for example, the data set. Can anyone here give me an example of data set? what kind of data you have in a data set, how the representations of your data set. Hospital, patients, hospital data, how they look like. And usually they are represented in what type of form? Columns, they are in database, they are in Excel, government, Malaysian government. I will tell you the SMEs also will follow. You will get Excel, sometimes too many Excels, but very little number of data in each Excel. So that is we call as a tabular data. So that's one type. Images, also a type of data set. So for example, like unfortunately in TELUS we don't use facial recognition. Some university like UUM, they are using facial recognitions for the attendance. So you come to the class, your facial will be recognized and detected. So that will be your attendance. In here we are using library. Our library. Oh, I never go to the library, unfortunately. I have ChatGPT, I don't need library anymore. Okay, so that's good. That's one type of data type. Images, videos. Videos also is a data type. Okay, so where you have a sequence of images. Okay, you want to study from the 0 second you have in your video until the end of your video. You want to study on the behavior, for example. Okay, for example, in the group assignment later on, if you want to study on the customer behavior, maybe you have to record some video in the shop and then study on the video itself using natural language processing, NLP. Okay, where in there you can have, sometimes you can also study on the behavior. You can study also on the sentiment. Anyone know what sentiment analysis? No, sentiment analysis when you want to study the positive and the negative feedback. Okay, so based on the comment, okay, for example, like Twitter. Oh, we don't call Twitter anymore. X, right? You got the hash, not hash. What? Ad. Sorry, yeah, ad. Okay, and then your database will capture all the comments from your X with the ad. Okay, put inside the database. I think in our topic there is one NLP, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, then we will do that sentiment analysis and then study all the comments, all the message, all the written feedback you receive in your X, whether they are positive sentiments or negative sentiment. Okay, for example, like your case, in week 13, you will do your evaluation, correct? Correct or not? And every lecturers, we will receive our score, whether they are positive or negative, based on your comments. Okay, so that's why it's important until week 13, every one of you really capture what we learn in this module, so then you can comment anything about, I don't care whatever comment you give to me. Seriously, I don't care. So far, I'm doing fine. I still survive here. Okay, so far, my bonus also is so good, so I don't worry so much. The most important thing, you get something. You learn something from the module. You learn something from my module. Okay, especially with the group assignment. That's why I always highlight the group assignment. That's 30%, because you not only bring my name, you bring university names to the outside. Okay, so that is sentiment analysis. The comment we receive from your evaluation, we study, we evaluate, and then from there we know whether there's a positive feedback or negative feedback. That's sentiment analysis. Okay, so that is what we're going to learn so far in this module, data analytics and machine learning. And last week, in week 12, this is performance evaluations. Performance evaluation is the another important things in data analytics, where you wanted to know whether your machine learning algorithm you use, whether they are able to learn your data set very well or not. That's why we learn performance evaluations. But why I put at the end at week 12? Because in machine learning algorithm, usually they are the end, the final thing that you have to do in any machine learning. Okay, in any machine learning algorithm. But when we started in week 4, when we started, or week 2, we started using the machine learning algorithm. Every of my practical questions, you will always have to apply performance evaluation. So in week 12, it's just a revision about the performance evaluation. So you will learn how to calculate the accuracy, you will learn how to calculate the precision, RMSE, MSE, MAE. There are so many types of performance evaluation. But not every algorithm can use every performance evaluations. You must understand the difference of your data set, whether they are supervised useful for the supervised machine learning algorithm or useful for the unsupervised machine learning algorithm. In our module, only one topic I will teach you on the unsupervised. The rest are mostly supervised machine learning algorithm. What's mean by the supervised and unsupervised machine learning? We will get through that later on in details next week. So I've already told you about the difference of data and information, data analytics and data science, definitions of machine learning, the 7 steps in data preprocessing, and now the 3 categories of your machine learning algorithm. What's the first one? What's the first one? The 3 categories of your machine learning algorithm. What's the first one? Stand up then. Everyone stand up except Russell, Priya, you, Gabby, you, and also Ryan. Ryan can sit down. The rest stand up. So meaning that this semester also I will do the similar practice. Last semester is a big hall, so a big hall. So I don't care whether they give me big hall, small hall, then whatever it is, I like. I can stand up for 1 hour, so why not? You are younger than myself, right? So again, I just told you just now, there are 3 categories of machine learning algorithm. What's the first one? Raise your hand if you want to answer me. Very good. Second one? Third one? Third one? Very good. Reinforcement learning algorithm. Supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning algorithm. Sit down, everyone. Today is just practice. Next week we'll start do the real thing. We'll do the real thing next week. I also teaching in India. I think last February before Ramadan, I was in India. What I did, I asked the students to stand up on the chair. If they cannot answer, they stand up on the... I was also standing up together with them, so don't worry. So if anyone have to stand up on the chair, I will also stand up on my chair. So we do together. Is it okay? Is it okay? Why? Because I want everyone to pay attention in my class and get, that's why I said, get everything that you can get from my module. It's very important. Nowadays, AI, everyone knows everything using AI. Healthcare, businesses, education, everywhere with AI. Everywhere with data analytics. Anyone who are good in data analytics, you know the salary for data analysts, right? Very, very big, even bigger than myself. Okay, even I'm the one who are teaching them, they are richer than myself. Okay, so this is very, very important topic. So please get the most of this topic or this module, data analytics and machine learning. So supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning algorithm. There are 3 types. So I will tell you later on when we go through this machine learning algorithm every week, which one is supervised, which one is unsupervised. Okay, but this is also for me to make sure you have some questions to be revised next week. For the supervised machine learning, we will cover classification and regression. For supervised. Okay, for supervised machine learning algorithm, we will have classification and regression. For the unsupervised one, we will have this clustering and dimensionality reduction or association. And reinforcement learning algorithm is reinforcement learning algorithms lah. Okay, reinforcement learning algorithm, I don't teach undergraduate students, I teach master students with the R programming, okay, where we have an agent or robots to learn about the data set. Okay, so that is reinforcement. So that's why in the last week, reinforcement learning algorithm, perhaps it's just a theories lah. Okay, we don't have much on the practical on the reinforcement learning algorithm. Everything in my module from week 2 onwards, when you start to have your practical, please bring your laptop. Otherwise, you can use the PC in our lab. Okay, but desktop in our lab. But please keep every practicals in your device. Okay, because they all are interrelated. Some of the practical questions, they are interrelated. Okay, so we are going to use, anyone know any platform for machine learning? Very good, Google Colab. Anything else? MATLAB, yeah, I used MATLAB, that was a long time ago. What else? NumPy is a library, it's not a platform. It's not a software. What software, what platform for you to use analytics or machine learning? Anaconda. Anaconda, have you used Anaconda before? You use, but Anaconda is a big platform. Under that, you have so many other platforms for the analytics. PyCharm, iSpider, VSS Code, Jupyter, there are many. But for my module, we are going to use Google Colab. Okay, we are going to use Google Colab. Google Colab is an online platform. Okay, it's using cloud, so your data you can store in your cloud, you can store in your local directory, doesn't matter. But I'm going to use Google Colab. So please go through later on, before you start your practical with me next week, please go through how the Google Colab look like. You can just Google, you can just search Google Colab. They will bring you to the Google Colab page. Go through on the notebook, have a look on the practical exercise, copy and paste, everything already prepared for you. So that's why in the practical exercise, most of the time, once you've done your practical, then I will ask question. Okay? Because the code and the output is already there in your practical questions. So please try it. Is it okay? Okay, so we are going to use the Google Colab. Unfortunately, for the reinforcement learning algorithm, since, as I said, it's quite complex, so I have a practical question, but it's in R programming. Okay, most of the time in our module, we are going to use Python programming. Have you took Python module before? Already? No. Some of last two semesters when I was teaching this module, the student taking the Python programming together with data analytics and machine learning. So is it a problem if you don't learn Python? Anyone here didn't took Python programming or never know about Python programming? Be honest. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Be honest. It's okay. It's very important for me to know. But you know Anaconda. You don't use it. You just Google. Okay. Raise your hand. Let me see hands. Let me see hands. Anyone here never learned Python programming? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So make sure those who are not learned Python programming in the group members, ask whether anyone in the group, don't be in one group where all don't learn Python, then you will have a problem. Because our group assignment, your practical test also will use Python programming. Yeah, I had this experience also. In Stimalaya, is sorry to say, it's even worse. They are offering machine learning module in first year, and all of my students, 400 students, didn't learn Python. But their lab work, their assignments, their practical tests, all in Python. They learn by themselves. They managed to do it by themselves. Okay, so Python is the easiest programming language so far. If you check, they are #1 programming language for analytics, for Python. Okay, R also is in the top 10. Okay, but R is having a problem because of some of the libraries in R programming are not available. So that's the reason why people don't really use R. Okay, but if you have any issue with Python programming, let me know. I was also teaching Python programming before, but on the basic one only lah. Okay, but if possible, for the group assignment, get members who are also already learned Python programming. So your group assignment will be easier. Mix up. Okay? Okay, so that is about your practical and about our lecture that we're going to have for all of these 14 weeks. Next one will be the module information. This is ITS 69304. Do you want me to go through this? You can read, right? Okay, no need. I know you want to finish early. I also want to finish early, don't worry. This MLO, whatever it is, I'm not going to go through all 4 MLOs. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, you apply. You know how to apply. That's why you have the group assignment. That's why you have the practical test. Trust me, I was also started to learn data analytics and machine learning last 2 years. It is very, very easy as long as you know that 7 data preprocessing. Machine learning algorithm, all the machine learning algorithm you have in your weekly plan is just an algorithm. You just have to call the libraries, they will do it for you. For example, like regression. Anyone here, I think everyone learned already, linear regression. What's the equation for linear regression? If you can finish, if you can tell me the equation for the linear regression, then I will finish in 5 minutes. Very good. Y is equal to mx plus c. What is y? Huh? What is y? The y column? The coordinate of the y. What is the definitions of the y? From the y is equal to mx plus c. I know y is the y coordinate as the x-axis. Well, what does it mean? The solutions, the target, the output that you want to find, the prediction, that is y. M? Gradient. Or? Malaysian people, we learn, we don't call gradient. Gradient usually international students. Very good slope. Or some, in my University Malaya student, they said kecerunan. That's Malay word. So slope or gradient, mx. If y is your target variable or your output, what is your x? Very good, your input. Okay, your input is x, your output is your y. Simple. But in our module, we don't call input and output variable. We call dependent and independent variable. So y is dependent variable, x is your independent variable. Why? Because of whatever you want to get for your y is all depending on your x, m, and your c. What is your c? Yeah, in school you say constant. What is c exactly? What is c? Y-intercept. Very good. Okay. Where is the c-intercept at your y-axis? What is the value intercept at your y-axis? That is your c value. So that is linear regressions. Okay. So as I promised, I'll finish in 5 minutes. So this is 4:09, then we finish 5:55. Okay. So coursework-wise, like I said, you have 15% for your midterm test, 15% for your practical test. Okay, and then you have 30% for a group assignment and final exam for 60%. Last 2 semester, honestly, I don't want to fail my student. That's one best thing about me. I don't like to fail my student. But last semester, I have 3 students who failed. Fortunately, all of them passed their receipt. So please, I don't want to see any repeat students. Yeah, please, please, please. I will help you if you help yourself. Okay, I cannot push you too much, too hard if you don't want to go. Otherwise, in 2nd weeks, before 7 weeks, drop the module if you cannot understand whatever I'm teaching in the class. Is it clear? Okay, because this is important module. Okay, very, very important modules. If you don't understand the way how I'm teaching the module, you let me know. I can sign your drop form, no problem. Okay, because as I said, this is very, very important. So far, I don't like to fail my students. That's always be my motto. Okay, so but if you don't want to help yourself, that's it. I cannot do anything. Okay, textbook, no need. You got ChatGPT. Okay, I always like to use ChatGPT. Textbook is just a textbook, so nothing much on that, So as for the introduction for the module, I think I've already give a little bit on the MLO. This one, the MLO. You can read the MLO in your machine learning. In the module information. Textbook, this one I already explained. Your assessment, we will do the assessment as in your weekly plan. Okay, as I said, there's only a plan, so don't really rely on that 100%. Don't come to me, sir, week 7 we got midterm test. Where's the midterm test? Again, I said it's all depending on the situations. Okay, I will always put the announcement before we're going to have all of these 3 assessments. Okay, and then this topic on the data analytics and machine learning, this one we're going to learn next week. Okay, that's why I need the definitions of your data analytics and data science. Okay, the difference between our machine learning topic and the statistical inference is, in machine learning algorithm, everything is relying on your programming skills. So that's why if you know this data set is what type of algorithm is suitable for it, you just call the library with your code, Python coding, it will do it for you. So that's why y is equal to mx plus c. In practical, I will show to you. You don't have to know how to calculate the slope. How to calculate the slope? Remember the formula? How to calculate the slope? y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus by x0. Correct or not? Okay lah, if you have one value of y1, one value of y0, what if you have thousands of y and thousands of x? Do you want to calculate one by one? No need, right? So that's why I just call the library, use the coding function in Python. That's all, it will do it for you. Okay, that's what we learn in the practical. So this one, I will go through this one with you later on next week. But remember, I already told you the definitions of data and information. Next week, I want to know the difference between data analytics and data science. I talk about the 7 steps in data preprocessing in details next week. Okay, we'll give a hint on that. And then we learn the definitions of machine learning. Okay, and we learn also about different types of machine learning algorithm like natural language processing, reinforcement learning algorithm, the 3 categories of machine learning algorithm. Again, number 1 is, what is the example of supervised machine learning algorithm? And, very good. Number 2, second type of machine learning algorithm, unsupervised. What the problem you can solve with unsupervised? What problem you can solve with the unsupervised? Come on, guys. I want to go back early as well. What problem you can solve with the unsupervised machine learning algorithm? Supervised, you can solve classification and regression. Unsupervised? And? Very good. Clustering and? No, not reinforcement. Dimension something. Dimensionality reduction or association. And last type of machine learning algorithm is the reinforcement learning algorithm. So all we will cover in our topic, in our modules. Yeah? But reinforcement learning algorithm, like I said, we are using R, so we don't go very details in the R programming. All must be in Python. Clear? Next week also in practical, make sure everyone of you already know how to open Google Colab. I give you 1 week time. Make sure you know how to open your Google Colab. You don't have to download. Like I said, it's a open software. You can use it from online. Okay, so everything is online. Then we start with practical next week with the Google Colab. Done. Any question before we end our session? The attendance for those who just came in. Any question before we end our class? This week no practical, huh? You only have 1 hour practical and 1 hour lecture with me. So no practical this week. We'll have next week. Practical we will have next week. 1 hour also. Any question? Is it okay? Okay. And then this is your WhatsApp group. To those who just joined in, this is your WhatsApp group. Okay. If there is no question, thank you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Remember your homework. Thank you. Bye-bye.